Hey everybody, this is Brian Troe coming to you from Mossy Creek Fly Fishing, and today is Monday the 4th of January, so happy 2021 to everybody. I hope everybody had a good holiday and got a chance to have a little fun and do a little fishing. So looking ahead at the week in front of us, and it looks like a pretty typical January week. We've got highs in the low 40s and lows in the 20s, and I don't see any major weather coming for the next 4, 5, 6 days. So we did get a lot of rain. We actually got a lot more rain than they were calling for. In fact, I was at home watching Mossy Creek rise in my backyard and almost jumped the bank. So all the streams in the area are really high. They're going to be falling for the next 5, 6 days. So we're fishing falling water. Check ahead, give us a call. Some of the creeks may be a little higher than you want them to be today. Certainly the larger rivers are still really, really big and swollen. Mossy's looking good, but I'm going to take this as an opportunity to talk a little bit about color and fishing under these types of conditions. So this is a question we get all the time, trying to pick what color flies. You know, flies come in a million colors, and so there's actually some thought that goes into it and behind it. And so let's talk about that for a minute, and this can apply to streamers or nymphs. But basically when you've got dirty water, off-color water, or you've got overcast skies like we have today, cloudy skies, the typical line of thinking would be, hey, I need to put on something bright so that they can see my fly from further away, right? The water conditions don't allow it to be seen, but that's not actually how it works. It's not really how they see light in these conditions and how they see things. So picture crystal clear water, picture sunny skies, and if you were to look at a little shiner or minnow in the water, they would be throwing light, they'd be reflecting light, they would be sending a lot of light back at you. So it's a little bit counterintuitive, but basically when you have dirty water, which we have in a lot of places right now, or overcast skies, which we have, you actually want to fish your darker and duller colors, browns, blacks, and olives, your natural colors, okay? Because that's how those baits appear to the fish, as dull, all right? And also if they're down deep, which they usually are this time of year, and the fish are looking up against that white sky, darker flies like black streamers and brown streamers are gonna have a bit better silhouette, they're gonna stand out more, okay? As the streams clean up throughout this week, and as we get sunny days, which they're forecast to come in, okay, going to brighter color flies, your whites, maybe even some of your hot colors like pink or chartreuse, these colors will start to work better, all right? So a little counterintuitive, but we get that question all the time here in the shop, and it's just a little food for thought. So when it comes to looking in the box, making that first pick of the day, overcast skies, dirty water, go with your darker flies. A lot of people think things like spinner baits work well when the water is dirty, but it's not because they're shiny, it's because they vibrate, okay? And remember, fish have other senses that they use when the water's really dirty. Vibration's one of them. They've got very, sensitive to the movement of the water around them. So put that into the math when you're fishing, okay? Short, quick strips, putting a lot of pulsing into the water, okay? These are things that could help that fish detect that fly and maybe move a little bit further off of his sheltering lie in order to eat, okay? So rate of retrieve, how you're retrieving, all those things become really important when the water's dirty. Cover the water well, multiple casts in a confined area to really give that fish a chance to make up its mind, all right? Not a whole lot on the stocking front. State hasn't been doing a lot just because it's been the holidays, and to be honest with you, a lot of the streams in the state are good to go, ready to go. We talked a little bit about brook trout last week, about kind of staying out of the water, but there's definitely been more and more folks venturing up into the streams in the mountains to catch brook trout, which is totally fine. Smallmouth fishing is going to be pretty much on hold until these streams come down. Same with the muskie fishing. Some of our rivers are just a little bit too swollen, a little bit too fast to get in good drifts and to get the fly down in position where you want it. So focus will continue to be on spring creeks, focus on delayed harvest streams, and just having a lot of weight, having a lot of split shot handy this week, picking your colors right, getting the fly down, working on your rate of retrieve. Those are going to be things that will really help you in the next 5 or 6 days ahead. But get out if you can this week. Highs in the 40s, not too shabby for the middle of January. Certainly there's going to be much harsher conditions to come before this winter is done. So get out there, dust off that old rod, or break out that new fly rod you just got for Christmas and head out on the streams. The guys are here at the shop working, getting everything ready for 2021. We've got some big changes coming to our online store. We've got some specials coming. So give us a call if you need up-to-the-minute advice on when and where to fish, or give us an email, or stop in and see us. So, all right, I'll see you all next week.